Okay. When you go into selling something or when you're into business, even as a fighter, I grew up in the martial arts and I still teach it every single day. There's two things you have to be aware of. One, you have to know what your weaknesses are. Everybody has a weakness. Everybody has a weakness, right? This is like one of the things that, as a martial artist, the style I teach is called Panjo. And one of the things it does, it looks for a weakness in your opponent, right? You never attack your opponent's strengths, you attack their weaknesses. So everybody has a weakness, and everybody has a strength. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the weakness right now, because the thing that has helped me take my life to higher and higher levels, and not only that, like helping other people. I help a lot of people in my life, and I transform people. I make women beautiful. People know this, right? I make women beautiful. I take them from where they are and I make them incredibly beautiful. And then when they're not around me, they become ugly again. And I love that. I think that's actually the way it should be, because it was me imbuing them with my presence and my teachings. Anyways, that's it. And I make men rich and successful and powerful. I give them their balls back, right? Their balls have been crushed in society. Their balls have been crushed in society. And one of the ways I go about doing this is I can look at a person and I can see their strengths. I can see their strength, like what makes them strong. And this is something I had to discover in myself, even though the whole world was starting to tell, what does the world tell you? You're no good, you're like everybody else, why do you want to be different, whatever. I found within myself my unique strengths. What were the things that I could do that nobody else could do as good as me, right? What are the things that are unique to me, this individual, that no other individual on the planet can do as good as me? And this is the old idea of just do you, right? You heard that before? Just do you. But it takes some soul searching. It takes some looking, and it takes a lot of courage, actually, to find out what it is that you're good at. And you use what you're good at as leverage, as advantage. For example, a monkey is good at climbing trees. Not a very good swimmer, they're okay. Running, they're okay. Climbing trees, they're very good. So a monkey should stay in the trees for advantage. If there's a tiger on the ground, you shouldn't try to outrun a cheetah, you should climb a tree. To the same degree, a shark should stay in the water. Sharks are very good in water, but on land, they're goofy looking. So you as a person, you have to take a look at your life, man or woman, and ask yourself, what is your advantage? What do you have that is unique to you? And sometimes people go, I don't know what it is. Well, because you haven't looked. How are you going to know if you haven't looked? You have to look, right? You got to look at who you are, look at what you're good at, look at what you like doing, just notice it. Then you make your strengths stronger, and this becomes your leverage. It's what you use to move things. That's what leverage is, right? You use a lever to move a big object. By putting a little bit of pressure on one side, you move a giant object. So your leverage with the world is your strengths. The things you have that are unique to you that the world wants. And the question you have to ask yourself is this: how does this help other people? And how does this make others better? How does it help them reach their goals and potentials? And you can understand that, then you understand the basics of being successful at anything you do. Anything you do, not just business. And that's the way it is. And then look at IMC Academy, and look at my beautiful girls, and look at Seductive Instinct, and look at everything that I touch. The strengths outshine any weakness, and that is the leverage. So I ask you, what is your strengths? And remember, when I started with, you have to know your weaknesses too, right? Because you have to know you're going to break on your weaknesses. So you have to know what those are and be prepared. All right? That's all.